ShahZaM basically said that he didn't know if he was staying, and then there was an article that got released that said he's getting replaced, and then it is kind of unfortunate. It's kind of unlucky and pretty BM for an org. If you're on an org for more, I honestly I feel like if you're on an org for more than a year, which is a long time in a lot of teams, like they got to do right by you and at least tell you before they're gonna cut you. Like you can't let your player find out through news articles. Because at that point, you know you've been talking to people to replace your player anyway. The least you can do is be like, hey, we're thinking about replacing you, or hey, like, we're going to replace you. That's kind of messed up. Lol.
That guy's pissed.
Anyway, yeah, so what we were saying is, like, you know, orgs and esports, not all of them handle themselves the right way, I think, where their players are just like numbers to them and they don't really have any sense of decency a lot of the time. Um, so yeah, I mean, in ShahZaM's case, like in anyone's case, I don't really care whether it's ShahZaM specifically or like a different pro player on an org. Like you as an org should have an obligation to your players, and you should have like the common decency to know that you should let your players know that they're getting cut before they find out through Twitter. And it's not a new thing that people's rosters and talkings get leaked before, but if you wait until the news article gets posted before you know tell your player, then that's bad faith, I think. And you know, to give Sentinels the benefit of the doubt, I'm sure maybe it was a thing where they didn't really know if they were going to replace ShahZaM, and so they kind of like strung him along to make sure that in case their signings didn't happen, then they could always just like stick with ShahZaM if they wanted to. But bro, still the news articles, like they like George Geddes, like the players know internally way before the journalists know, usually at least. So especially just like amongst pro players, not even pro players of the team. Like, bro, pros cannot keep their mouth shut for anything. Pros are leaky faucets, all of them. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I think there's a, I think there was a right way and a wrong way to handle it, and I don't think Sentinels handled it the correct way.